wish you could resize them. Too big brain for me. Oh my god, it works.
That makes it so much easier. I can't believe this. I cannot believe it.
Since UCOB, I've used sound cues for stuff like that, though, so I stopped using them out.
Did you put this in Happy Guys?
Spread out, mechanic right now.
We both adjusted to each other twice.
I got Pharaoh.
I didn't adjust. You guys are really far away, so I'm trying to get a little closer when it spawns.
Calm down. Let's focus on doing it right.
He did adjust.
Live silence
twice.
next. Even them out. Keep them even. Reno. Okay.
The other guy.
Right,
I'm
Happy,
sick of
what else
people
are you
just
withholding
fucking
from us?
lying today
Go on, spill it.
for like no fucking reason.
T,
right?
H, yes.
Just stop lying.
T-H-M-R.
H.
Yes, M. R.
No, 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 no!
Oh.
Peepo boom!
Again, switches. Because once we go, we're not stopping. Unless, of course, you need to. Okay, I'll do a quick ready check. Just in case anyone's stretching their hands. Like me.
I'm stretching.
Alright, here we go. Ready? Move.
AC.
Ready? Move.
4. Line up, go to your spots. Watch your partner and be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight. Melee swap.
Counterclockwise. North, south, right tower.
DPS out.
Ready? Knockback. Move in a bit. Focus, check, and double check.
Out and in. Out. In. In then out. In. Out.
Look out. Tank mitt. Oh, I'm lost. Where is the... What? No.
Funny thing, you were actually standing right in front of it.
I'm lost.
I just...
I'm lost.
I couldn't see it. My eyes just didn't work. Oh.
Everyone has an elderly moment.
Mm.
One day or another.
Yeah, but Zeph's character looks like an elderly moment most of the time.
That's true.
I looked at every tower and it just didn't look like any of them. I didn't belong anywhere.
I'm lost. I don't belong.
Huh? Where am I? Who are you people?
I should have just run to a random tower without thinking if I can't find it. Move.
I'm putting you in a home.
That's so nice.
Can I get in on that?
Two, 4.
Move.
D Delta.
I've had one of those I can smell Christmas trees moments.
Yeah.
Is that burnt toast? Line up. Go to your spots. Watch your partner. Be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight. Melee swap. Tank swap. Clockwise.
North, south, right tower.
DPS out.
I have
B. Knockback.
never says hi back.
I'm suffering from some kind of anti-tower affliction. I only saw 2 towers in the middle that time.
I'm gonna have nightmares about these towers.
I just had to check and make sure I wasn't muted because I've said hi to Happy twice and he hasn't said hi.
Say hi to strangers. Pine?
Reminder, you don't want to talk during the merry-go-round because even if you have an easy job, some people don't.
Are you talking about the game?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, you lost the game, idiot.
Oh god. Don't.
Yep, focus up. Eyes open. Check and double check.
Out and in. Out. In. Out, then in. Out. In.
Tank mitt. Take your tether debuff. Soak. Pass. Soak. Oh.
kill blue.
Kill.
HMRT.
This ends here.
H. M. R. T and mid.
He's fucking dead.
My fault.
One's a healthy boy.
I'll top him up. There we go.
Pop him.
Nice.
Keep him healthy.
Secret ending. Look for them. Move. Back up and spread. Warrior at C, Charlie. Party stays. And also
Up
never
now.
go for a positional there.
Pop for now.
Is a message. Alright, full focus. Ready for the lineup.
D Delta. Go.
Three will be safe. Look at 3.
I need to look at a clip.
Well, I'll try.
That's fine. Oh, you're not streaming. Oh, wait, you are streaming. Okay.
Got one.
Turns on corn.
I did the same dodge again,
Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
but my twister keeps appearing right in the middle.
That's fine. I mean, not literally right in the middle, right?
Well,
Let me have
it
a look.
appears there.
Everyone's kind of doing a different pathing.
Like I'm dodging from B or D. It appears right there. Well, I mean a little bit north of that, but
Yeah, mine. Yeah, your twister was in the exact same spot as mine, but because everyone's following the lines, they shouldn't intersect. There shouldn't be a risk of running over it.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because when you think about it,
I went to place the one back. I don't know.
I'm gonna remove them. So, yeah, just for example, while Pharaoh's reviewing, just imagine the spots at east and west. The twisters, as you dodge in, would be from each player are like 1, 2, 3, and 4. But because
I'm ready.
everyone else, okay, because the person behind is dodging sideways that way, they're
I'm
going to
gonna
be
use the toilet.
their path to the middle is to D. Make sense?
I'm
Toilet
ready.
while he
I'm gonna
toilets.
use the toilet.
Yeah. So there shouldn't be any risk, even if it is slightly towards the middle, just because no one else is taking that kind of path.
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure your movement is straight at the warrior.
What were the deaths
someone said
to?
toilet,
I mean,
did they?
obviously there were deaths to fuck ups with the chain when there was a death, but what was the death before that?
Was it, oh, Pharaoh's one? He was reviewing. I don't know what happened.
Oh. It probably doesn't really matter. It's just something to talk about since there's like 2 people leaving.
Let's go! This guy's the sliding puzzle
Whoops,
genius.
do you like Sudokus?
Huh?
Do you like Sudokus?
I haven't done one in a very long time.
I feel like that would be a next puzzle for you. Some of those hard ones are really hard.
You should look at the Cracking the Cryptic YouTube channel.
It was a twister since you were asking. Revenge.
Oh, a twister? Okay.
And we're both back.
Okay.
Cool.
Get ready. Are we
Probably ready
well,
check.
Okay, ready check. Ready check. Yeah, ready check. Okay, here we go. Still a good pull. The more we see that, the better.
Halfway through the day, my ping, after my nap, my ping just is different. So, sorry about that.
Okay. That's alright. Move.
That's also why I wiped this on Nidhogg earlier. I just am playing like as if I have 300 ping now.
Yeah.
British debuff.
British. One, 3.
Ready? Move.
1. Left.
Kind of weird that. Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, that was me.
Domin Mahjong.
Awesome.
It won't happen again.
Ready? Move.
Two, 4.
Ready? Move.
B Bravo. I just got the intense urge to listen to ultra kill music. I'm not sorry. Line up, go to your spots. Look at your partner, be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight. Healer swap. Counterclockwise.
Fair.
North, south. North, south. North,
Tanks,
south.
tanks healers out.
Oh no, yeah. The mix-up threw me off. That's not going to be fun in the middle.
It's not possible.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
It's not going to be fun in the middle. What do you mean? It's not possible.
Depending on your definition, could be the most fun.
Okay, put it out of mind. Let's go again.
Cute.
Ready? Move.
AC.
Ready? Move.
A Alpha. Line up, go to your spots. Be on your side, please. Watch your partner, be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight, 1 away. Range swap, tank swap. Clockwise.
East, west. Right tower.
DPS out.
Get ready. Knockback.
This is the power of light. Impossible.
Focus. Check and double check.
Out and in. Out. In. In then out. In. Out. It's facing north.
Tank mid. Four. 5.
Have to slow down a little bit.
Good slowdown. Check your tether debuffs. Soak. Pass. Soak. Get ready. Those two are up next. Oh, can you reprise Lily Slayer? Thank you.
Thank you, Slayer.
I didn't have my gap closed. Yeah, never mind. Gonna be missing the first reprisal.
This
Be
ends
mindful.
here. And now the final cup.
HMRT. M R T and MIT. Alright, good. Get ready. Look for them. Move. Back up. Spread. Practice eyes if we can. Oh wait, I went the wrong way because yeah. Looking at the death zone. Woo! R2?
That's me.
Was that too close to the spear guy? Is that what happened there?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Just give me a few seconds. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Arrows in ICAM. Okay, I'll already check.
What about you, Cam?
Okay, here we go.
Still an ICAM.
No, thank you.
I'd prefer feet cam.
What?
Valor.
What the fuck was that noise?
Good callback.
Ready? Move.
AC.
Oh. Wow. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Move.
2. Right. Line up, go to your spots. Be on your side. Look for your partner. You're ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight, 1 away. Range swap. Clockwise.
North, south.
DPS out.
Ready? Knockback.
Hi.
Hello. There's the deeps.
This is the power of light.
Deep breaths. Focus. Check. Double check.
Out and in. Out. In. Out and in. Out. Out. In.
Tank mitt. 4 tower. Two. 3.
Doing a great job getting punched over there.
4. 5.
shield right there.
Check your tele debuffs. Soak. Pass. Soak. First two are up next.
This ends here. And now the final cut.
HMRT. M R T and mitt.
That was a sick repelling shot for style.
Full focus here.
My reign begins.
Get ready. Look for them. Move. Back up and spread. Warrior at B Bravo.
My God, Whoops.
You should just expect it by now from me.
Thanks, what? Ready to line up?
C Charlie. Go.
Dodger too. I can't.
A will be safe. Just practice. A will be safe. A is safe to look at. And, yeah, the doom that's supposed to be here is over there.
Gets murdered. Awesomely.
Was it just a priority thing mix-up? Is that all it was?
Yeah. I miscounted before people left.
Yeah. Okay. I need to bioblast it quickly. I'll be right back.
Goes back to
Definitely
fucking
need to have
jamming.
all jump or no jump, at least to me, from my perspective.
Yo, that
I saw all 4 Dooms jump.
Did they?
That
Okay, then I'm just stupid.
Nidhogg all the way to up to Gigathorton. Even in
That would probably
Gigathorton,
play
actually,
into
that
why it
was
didn't
like
count
that was
right.
a really fucking good pull for me, rotationally. Like that is on paper exactly what I would do. That was very good. Mmm. These pistachios are almost gone. Hmm. Oh my bruh. Everybody, drink water. Right now.
No! If
Oh,
I
what?
swallow spit in my mouth, does that count?
Absolutely not.
It's hydrating.
Is it yours?
It's not.
I won't comment on that.
Well.
Just baby bird it.
I'm super behind on drinking water today. My water bottle's full still.
Yeah, same actually.
Hi, kitty. Hi. Come here. 1-3. D Delta. Line up, go to your spots. Watch your partner be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight. We're good? Clockwise.
East-west.
Tank seals out.
Get ready. Knockback.
This is the power of light.
Focus up. Check and double check.
In then out. In. Out. Out then in. Out. In.
Tank mid. 4 tower. Ready? check your tether debuff. Soak. Soak. Get ready. First two are up next.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's retargeted randomly. Lucky? Okay. We need to kill this first.
No,
Oh, it healed. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
shame.
I scratched my eye for a second and missed it.
That's
Just
really
remove
unfortunate.
No,
two of them
actually,
right
I
there.
scratched my right eye. Like I'm.
It's the
I
second time
genuinely
we've
did.
had an eye-related issue. Thanks a
Wait.
lot, Revenge.
remove it.
Take it out.
Sorry.
Now.
Okay. Here we go. Keep it going.
Next time, if you need to scratch your eye, just pause it.
What?
Ready?
Next time you need to scratch your eye, just pause it.
Oh,
Move.
okay. AC.
B. Move.
3.
The whole concept of this fight is removing eyes. What if in the final phase you have to remove your own eye to win? That's why it took so long.
Of what you're saying over the mechanics. With the sound effects.
It's okay, I'm stupid anyway.
Who are you?
Line up, go to your spots. Watch your partner be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight. 1 away. Range swap, tank swap. Counterclockwise.
North, south, right tower.
Tank healer out.
Back. It's the second time today Boyce has tried to get into my dressing gown during that mechanic.
Dressing gown?
Yeah, I'm wearing a dressing gown. It's warm.
I'm bathrobe whoops.
Oh.
No, it's a dressing gown. Wait,
I
what?
had this
What?
discussion before. It's called the bathrobe. Here.
Okay.
This is the power of light.
Check and double check.
Out then in. Out. In. In, then out.
Wait.
We're gonna have
We're gonna
one
die.
death. In. Out.
That's a lot of.
Wait, that
Bad
wasn't
things.
even me.
That super threw me off.
I think we should stop for the day because we're not making any progress.
I was gonna. It's 1 hour to go. I was gonna impose the 3 wipe rule from now. Because I do feel if we can get 1 more P6, we would really benefit from seeing that. Are we okay?
Been 3
Okay with that?
hours. The whole, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll trust your decision.
Yeah.
Whatever
3
it is.
pulls. If we don't see it in 3, we'll just call it for the day. We can do a VOD review or whatever. Just give me 1 second.
A study session of P6 until the end of our raid time would be good, I think. So that when we are going strong, we can take advantage of it.
What are we waiting for? I don't know. I think Zeph said, give me a minute.
Okay, I'm ready. I had to let Boyus into my dressing gown so he wouldn't do it during a pull. I am pulling.
Happy AFK.
Oh,
We need that guy.
probably should have done a ready check.
Probably. Just gonna suggest it too, but
Sorry, my doorbell started getting spam ringed.
Oh,
What the hell?
sorry, it was me.
Ding dong.
cable guy! Alright, here we go.
That's strike 1.
Yeah, no. Ready? Move.
VD.
Ready? Move.
3. Line up, go to your spots. Watch your partner. Be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight, 1 away. Clockwise.
North, south, right tower.
DPS out.
Ready? Knockback.
This is the power of light.
Deep breaths. Focus up. Check and double check.
Out and in. Out. In.
That's one.
Strike 1.
Here we go. Ready? Move. AC. Ready? Move.
2. Uh-oh.
Strike 2. Alright, potentially last, so
We
put
got
your full
this.
focus and energy in. Here we go. Ready? Move.
AC.
Ready? Move.
3. Line up, go to your spots. Watch your partner, be ready to swap. 2 to the Dark Knight, 1 away. Healer swap. Counterclockwise.
East-west.
DPS out.
Ready? Knockback.
This is the power of light.
Focus up. Check and double check.
In then out. In. Out. Out, then in. Out. In. It's facing east.
Tank mid. That's okay.
Ooh.
I'm surprised that's the first time that happened.
Yeah, spicy. He's super fucking dead. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Start slowing
I think
down
that's
now.
poor. Get it low and then just stop is better. That's the last one.
Oh my god.
That was a crit run.
Yes, it was.
I think I crit.
Check your tether debuffs. Soak. Pass. Soak. Ready? Next.
What?
That was not right. Someone went to the wrong spot, I think.
Yeah, I fucked up. Sorry, I'm like really fucking out of it because I got flashbanged that pull.
That's right.
There was a glitch or
Flashbanged.
something happened. I genuinely don't know how I didn't wipe us on Nidhogg.
Strike 3.
Yep.
I'm sharing a clip.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
I'm sharing a
have
clip
to.
in team chat of what happened to me on that pull.
Was there like a glitch where your screen just fucking went white or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't show it on your streams because it's a seizure warning.
What?
But I saw that shit and
Oh.
it fucking hurt.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually made me recoil, and I like held my head, and I was like gritting my teeth the whole time to not wipe us.
What?
Oh, what the
I
fuck?
had like an adrenaline spike when that happened.
Oh my
It really
God.
fucked me up.
Oh my god! Why
Yeah,
did I
yeah.
full screen it?
That's
It
like
actually stunned me. Like
that's
I'm
like
not
a-
exaggerating.
that's like a weapon.
I couldn't control my actions, and I think I stopped doing anything. And I didn't know what happened. Like I didn't know if like my computer exploded or something. It disoriented
Chat,
me
I'm
so
gonna
bad.
show you, but I'm gonna make
then,
it really
why the
small so
fuck
it's
did
not
you-
actually painful
She's
to
behind
watch.
me watching my stream, so it fucking.
But here's what it looked like.
Her monitor
I made it
flashed
really
on the wall
small.
behind my monitor, and it flashed
But just
again,
imagine
and I
this
was
full
like,
screen.
Actually, you know
So
what
the
I think happened?
room was a strobe light, essentially.
What the
So
What I
I'm
think
sorry I
actually-
fucked up there.
Yeah, that's all right. What I think actually happened is your camera was in
Literally
the
a fucking
absolute perfect
flashbang.
position on a transparent texture that
It
was
went
up there, and the screen shake made the camera dip in and
It's the
out. of
Star
the
Diver,
texture
right?
Repeatedly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm only
Yeah,
gonna show
I
a
think it was
screen.
That's insane.
It was just
Also-
like a really bad camera position.
Good job today, everybody.
Yeah, today was still really good.
Still,
I think we hit our goals, and now that we've seen into the next phase, we can go in fully prepared next time and hopefully start strong tomorrow. But I'm still I'm gonna do a review right now.
17
And we still
Gigathorn
technically have 40
polls,
minutes.
and 3 of them got to phase 6. A couple of them were just enrage memes too, so
I mean,
almost 5.
I would honestly say, like, even the fact that we got into P7 or wait, the Dragon phase.
P6.
The fact that we got into Dragon phase so quickly doesn't necessarily inherently mean that we were good enough at P5, right? So,
Yeah.
like, a lot of groups
The
were
goal-
walled
yeah.
at Gigathorden for like 100, 200 pulls, just
The goal-
getting the
yeah.
consistency of it.
The goal for today was consistent eyes, which
Almost.
we started well with. But it was like deaths on the first mechanic that was causing enrage as well. But we did do eyes a number of times successfully, like 3 times in a row at one point.
I genuinely
what
feel
if-
sick after that flash.
I would too. That's like
My head fucking hurts so much.
if
I
for
like got
some
cold
reason
sweats and
I
I got an
ever
adrenaline
wanted
spike.
to give someone a seizure on purpose, I would
Oh
show
my
them that
God,
clip
dude.
at full screen.
That hurt. I already had a headache all day, and that shit was like, oh
yeah,
my
not
fucking
good.
God. I started like losing control of what I was doing when we were on ice. I was doing everything wrong. So that's why I ran out early. Sorry about that. Not aiming my camera there ever again.
Yeah.
I just give me a second. I'll be ready to study or
It
whatever.
wasn't a star diver. It was
Unless
Star
people are already
Raver.
leaving.
I don't know.
No,
Well,
study.
yeah, they're just logging out. Shouldn't we look at
yeah, I'm gonna bring up Rin's
whatever comes
Rin's
next
VOD.
so that we can sleep on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up Rin's VOD. Because most of what we're gonna do is borrowed from them. It's the only difference is we have the marking macro.
I feel
So
like
we're using
the biggest
macro
thing
assignment.
is as you ran into like that, like one of the first or second polls, right? Is that we really got to reiterate the timeline because we have very specific responsibilities for many things. So you kind of have to know what's upcoming. So you just have to like nail in your
Yeah.
head the order.
Yeah.
of
So what
mechanic.
I was going to do now was go through the whole thing and just write down the shares, the busters, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I will walk you through it
things
one
in
by
order.
one.
Of course, you have it memorized
From memory?
already.
Yes, from memory. Although I guess I don't know exactly the mortal. I remember the approximate mortal vow timings.
Crackhead.
Well, we were like in there for like, a while. The
I'm
final.
gonna see if I'm gonna try and see. Oh, 20% from Rin's group. It seems. Yeah, I'm gonna see where their best pull happened.
That being said, it's very the more I do this fight, the more I realize that what was it, Neverland or whatever? Getting world
Yeah.
first that early on was actually so incredibly impressive. Like more so than like even like T in 3 days. Like this fight requires so much more like just consistency, that them getting consistency for however many hours a day they did it to clear that quick is pretty wild.
Yeah. If you think about it, if we played like we did for the first half of today for the entire prog,
Yeah, that would have been them
yeah, that's
progging.
basically it, but the entire time.
That's what I was like wrapping my head around
Yeah.
when I was saying that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of just like every single pull they didn't make a mistake. They just did everything right every time, and it's just such a long endurance test.
But yeah, like the first half of today for us was really solid. And if we can, I mean, if we can at least have the first half of the day like that again, I think we're seeing well into P6 and ironing out things there. And if we can somehow keep it for the second half of the day, that would be amazing.
You know how before Ultimate, I said that Prog tends to fall off after 8 or 9 hours? This is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, even if one individual can maintain focus for that long throughout an entire day, which is rare, then 7 other people still need to also be maintaining that
I know.
focus on the same
Beautiful
pull.
thing.
And that just doesn't happen after a certain amount of hours in a day.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna try and find Rin's current best pull and bring it up.
Shit! I think their current best is technically the one where they saw the enrage, but like they probably have cleaner earlier mechanic pulls.
Not much to see for earlier. I feel like
I had a couple of good POVs.
I want to
today,
see
chat,
how you would
but I don't
cleanly
know.
do the whatever it's. I don't even know what to call
Immortal
it. I guess
Vow Pass?
Lion Rampant. thing with the
It's just like a
fire and
crossover
freeze.
thing with.
Those are
I'll
pretty wide,
diagram it.
though.
Wait,
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 wait.
diagram it.
Which are you talking about? You talking about when there's the cleave through the middle of the room?
The double dive bomb where you have to get hit by pyretic and ice, and you have to.
Oh no, I can tell you.
focus
I
on it.
can tell you exactly how that looks. It's not. It's scary, but it's probably not that bad. You can fit 4 people up north and 2 people down south with tethers, and the 2 people down south can hit the tanks who are on the far ends. And they can use the same principle, basically. They just have to move. It's a little probably sketchier for the south people than it is for the north people.
No, we're not going back in today.
Yeah, I think I would be more panicked as
We
the
might study for a little bit,
pyretic
though.
than
I'll
I
stick
would
around
have
for like
been
20 minutes and
as, like,
study.
the frozen
Oh,
person.
I
'cause
mean,
the frozen
yeah.
person can't. The
I'm gonna
frozen
go to bed.
person doesn't.
Can't fuck it up,
impossible.
yeah. Frozen person is like, wow, look at that. You guys, it's not pressing your buttons.
Yeah, I can't press mine.
Are you gonna screen share something, Zeph?
Yes, I've just been handed a VOD of another Enrage, so we might get to see some different RNG in this one.
Okay.
Can someone transcribe the discussion while I'm controlling the player? Just so I don't have to do both.
Transcribe.
Like, write down anything we note, like timings and things like that, just so we have it all in writing.
Let's see.
I mean, I can do it.
Oh my god, I have like.
I just, I tend, when we get in depth in the discussion, we're scrubbing back, I tend to forget to write things. I am screen sharing, if you're all in here.
Oh.
Okay, so actually what we should do instead is I'm going to pause it and we're going to look at the mechanics and figure out what's going to happen before I continue playing and then see if we're right about what's going on. Okay?
What, like how to handle them, or what the mechanic is? That's
Yeah, so like
next?
we'll look for the glows, we'll work out where we expect people to go and then see if it plays out the way that we expect. So it's basically a test. We're testing ourselves based on the VOD. So
Sure.
instead of just playing it through and mindlessly watching them solve the mechanics for us. So first thing would be the tethers, right?
Yep.
Then
I assume that
there's-
they have a similar priority, or at
Yep.
least a priority that they upkeep.
Yeah. So there's one glow, check the other one, both glowing, so that's tanks together. And then is it healer stacks? Light parties
Yep.
next?
Yep. Light party stack.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Is there
And
any
I don't know
potential
what the
for
percent
RNG?
is.
It's Akafa.
Arc Afar healer stacks.
That's
okay.
the Hand of Pain HP difference check, and
Also,
also
yeah, the tether I think is the one that is higher will tether the other. I don't know if that matters or if it's just
nah, it's just saying it's
visual
checking
tell.
HP.
yeah. I think it's a okay. I
And
think
if
it's a
the
visual
HP
tell.
check is
If it's
failed, the
a-
Akafa is an insta kill. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so this is important because as far as I can tell, the one that is higher will tether the other, so the tether will be the color of the one that's higher. So if it's a
Oh.
light tether, it means hit Hraesvelgr. If it's because if we pause, Nidhogg is lower. It's a little hard to see. It's very hard to see actually, but Hraesvelgr is higher. Therefore, the tether is white, which means just hit Hraesvelgr. It's basically a visual assist for us to know
That's
which one
actually
needs to
really
be burned.
nice. I didn't realize that.
That's really good to know.
I've always seen it purple, which I guess
Yeah,
it just means
yeah,
people
so,
start looking at Harry.
Yeah, people are used to hitting Hraesvelgr first, obviously. So
When
yeah,
they're
if it's a
both-
purple or dark tether, we hit the other one.
When they're
Oh,
both
hang on,
targetable,
sorry,
are we
pause.
going to just have light parties split between who they're hitting?
Yeah,
Ah.
probably. Well, for the tethers, we want to be looking at Hraesvelgr. It'll be easy enough to just turn around and hit the other one once you're done with the mechanic.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'd
I
like us
think-
to have common frame of reference for those things. Actually, if you were, it doesn't really matter. Once you practice the lineup, you'll know where you're supposed to stand on the arena anyway, relative to either dragon.
I just want to know when to hit which boss.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's. I think you want to basically figure out the optimal 2 target for everyone, like with multi-dotting and such, and then kind of figure out what % of your group's damage goes to which one. So like you have one person like even it out, like one person's only single target, right? Because like Woops and
yeah.
like you and like whoever has dots are gonna be swapping back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
So, like someone like me is gonna be like reaching back and forth and balancing it every time.
I can tell you now, for a long time into this phase, I'm just going to be doing mindless single target. I don't want to be thinking about 2 target. Not yet.
That's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, like there will eventually be 2 target efficiency, but if we hit enrage and we're like close without people playing optimally, like excluding 2 target optimization, I probably won't even bother.
No, it makes sense. It's probably adding a lot of danger to something that doesn't need to.
Yeah, it adds a lot of mental overhead to be thinking about that sort of thing.
That's why I'm saying we should just light party split and just treat it like a single target encounter for
Yeah,
safety.
and then to begin with, I agree with that, and you just switch as needed.
Yeah.
Obviously, no DPS to begin with, but yeah. So healer stacks happen now, and you hit Raise Felga to equalize. You just have to make sure they're equal at the end of the cast. That's the check. As long as that tether doesn't exist.
Wait, can we confirm that it doesn't transfer HP at all? I'm like certain it wouldn't, right? Like, there's no reason it would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. It's just a... It seems to be just a hand of pain.
Yeah.
Okay, so left of screen is unsafe, and what's the head doing? Watch the head. Head down, so it's going to hit the 2 closest players, so the tanks. That would be head down, party away. Hang on. Yeah, so in this case, we could play much closer as well.
Yeah, they backed up
Still,
for
obviously,
safety.
play safe, but we, like, right here. Actually, can you see my cursor? I don't think you can you? But you understand, like, looking at the waymarks A and C, like, drawing a line through there. We can be as close as that and just back off a little bit to be safe.
This is 0 melee
yeah.
DPS uptime pattern, yes?
Yes, unfortunately, the melee DPS have to go far because both tanks have to be the closest players. And if you look at how big these AoEs are...
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah, there's just
they're,
no way.
they're massive. They
There's no
coat...
way.
You can see the circle momentarily.
Okay. Just for
It's massive.
for safety's sake, anytime this mechanic happens, I'm pressing Pearson telling 5 times.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I guess there's just one RNG fuck you mechanic.
That'll
yeah.
be
Yeah,
past
see
the
the
2 minutes
circle?
anyway, so it's not a big deal.
You can see the outline of the circle right there. It's huge.
Yeah.
And he turns his camera. So that's, yeah, and the overlap of the other one. It's coding the entire front half of the quadrant.
Yeah, no way.
There's absolutely no way. Which also indicates that the DPS check will be tuned around that possibility. So if we happen to get a full uptime pattern, we're probably going to be ahead on the check.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as well.
I wonder if that's the yeah, I guess that must be the case.
Yeah. Because I see
With
no,
how tight
there's
this
no
fight
other
has been
possibility.
designed, I would not be surprised if that was the case.
Although, cover does exist.
Oh?
Shut up, Zeph. Shut up. No, it doesn't exist.
No,
You're not
Valid-
gonna
we're
have
not-
gauge when
we're
you
not
need it.
doing
You're
it,
not
though.
gonna have
Yeah,
gauge when you need it.
Yeah, I know. We're not doing that. That would be for like a
re-clear.
very comfortable re-clear thing. Because I don't even know if cover would reach within the range of that
I
AoE.
bet you it wouldn't even work. It'd just say fuck you and not work.
Yeah. It's quite possible it wouldn't work. But if it does, that'd be a really nice uptime thing for Dragoon.
Okay.
Oh,
they-
right. So,
they go
okay, hang on. So we'll look at this. They're doing a follow the leader thing, so they've just marked one person. So we'll look at the debuffs. Oh, also, at this point, the Dancer... I think we missed the... Have we missed the swap? We did. There was a Summoner... right, after this, there's a Summoner to Dancer. So we're just going to go D1, 2, 3, 4. Whoever has it just goes to the next number up. So they're doing it... Where are they doing it? They're doing it where the party was?
How big
or
is
just,
it?
they-
Oh, that's
Not
okay.
that big.
It's like
You-
the size
yeah.
of a water.
They did it all the
yeah.
way at the back.
Yeah. It seems like maybe for consistency's sake, they're just doing it where the party was while everyone else
Yeah.
leaves.
I think that makes
But-
sense,
That
right?
makes sense.
Like you just
Yeah, because there's not a lot of time, and we want to play safe.
Is
on
it possible to pass it back and forth between the ranged players the entire time?
So
debuff.
what you see on the Summoner, they get a dark-looking debuff.
Let me see.
And I'll make this a little bit bigger. They get
Oh,
a dark-looking debuff.
yeah.
That's basically you cannot get it for the rest
How-
of the phase. It lasts like 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you get it back, I think it enrages Nidhogg, or you just die. I can't remember. Oh,
You only
so-
realistically need to put it between the DPS, but I would say you put it. You have to also consider the fact that it's dealing dot damage over time too.
Yeah,
So you probably
yeah,
have to
it
put
is,
it on
yeah.
like a more resilient person during high damage.
I
stuff.
think
Well, they put, you can put it on
they,
the tank.
I think they do pass the tanks at some point. I think,
Yeah. That's what
or at least I think I saw that somewhere. So what I'm thinking is probably for the fire, ice, and dives, that will probably be a give it to a tank moment. I'm guessing. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do. But okay, so let's look at the debuffs. They have the white mage, the sage, the monk, and the red mage with dark, which in our case, let me check our macro. Actually, it's going to be too much to know, but basically, those 4 people would head towards Nidhogg and do the zigzag based on lowest number closest, highest number furthest. They have the Summoner and the Dark Knight are the light debuff. So in our case, if I were Rin, I would be on the wall. Low number wall, high number mid. So the Summoner would be in the middle, which is ideal for casters. That's why we're doing that. And the Warrior and Dancer, yep, have nothing. So they would look at each other and figure out who is lower, in which case, if the Warrior was Slayer, Slayer would be wall and Dancer would be mid.
Yep.
So yeah, that's how we would resolve it. They see
the second one
2
spawn
on
behind
the
them.
bottom left of screen, so they immediately beeline the other way, staying... interestingly, Hraesvelgr isn't there, but they're on the dragon wall, basically. This pattern sucks, actually, so there's no uptime. So from one corner to the other, they go up, they turn, they move in. We can probably do a little bit tighter movement. Honestly, no, we just copy that, because they made it. They made it. If it works, this
Safety
time.
gaming.
Yeah.
And then
was
that the stacks?
Yeah, this is so at this point Hot Wing, and yeah, this is a stack. So they've got Rin mid.
Yeah. So
Obviously, their
use
priorities
the
are the same as
arrow in the
ours.
wall. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So Rin mid, other group wall. Seems a spread died to Hot Tail, Hot Wing. Sorry, I need to make sure I don't mix those up. Yeah, someone was too far out. So err on the side of too close to the middle rather than too far out, and adjust out if you can to split up.
You can use the arrow of the boss.
Yeah, just to center yourself.
Just know that there's a
And our waymarks
a
are also
Lalafell
further
on
to
each
the
side
wall.
of the arrow.
Yeah, our waymarks are further to the wall as well, so you can use that as a reasonable reference. Look at their waymarks. I don't mean to criticize Rin, but like,
No, they're super.
come
off.
on, look at
Every
at
time
the,
I look
at the
at his
one and the
POVs,
two.
the one is. Yeah, the 1 and the 2 is just.
Oh,
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
please fix.
Oh
Okay,
my
so what are
God,
they
they're
doing here?
so
Oh, okay,
off.
hang on. Yeah, I know.
Come on, stop making fun of them. Come on.
All right. So at this point, they're passing to a tank. After, this is probably very intentional. So
Who are
might
we to
copy
say
this,
anything though? They're further ahead
Which
of us.
is this is the second pass. They're putting it on a tank. In this case, Rin. Oh, we forgot to mention one thing: the suppuration after the thing. Where did that turn up? I forgot to check it.
The separation.
Yeah, after the healer stacks. Yeah, after the healer stacks. We forgot
Didn't
to
you
mention
say that was
so...
because of passing the thing? Is that not true?
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah,
is that what it was? It was too many people in the stack. Okay.
Yeah.
In the debuff expiring. I thought it was just a random target and we had to.
No, not the debuff.
Make sure it
Getting the debuff. Like I was on top of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if, yeah.
So that the debuff that the summoner has, I guess if it hits more than one person, everyone else or everyone gets suppuration, I guess.
It's the spread.
So yeah, it's just a pass fail of
it's a
requiring 2
1-to-1.
people. Yeah, it's basically a 2-person tower that is on a player.
Treat it like lightning.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just watch the movement again.
3. They're dropping the third one as they're going into the first tee. They look for the cast. They're on the arrows and the wall.
1 second. If I were them, I'm thinking we get to the wall, and when the third one hits, I feel like we cut in right now, rather than wait for the fourth. Due to movement latency, we're gonna leave it behind us anyway. Like you see how far back that is. I say as soon as the visual of the third one hits us on the wall, we take a sharp right turn or inward turn because we might be going the other way.
We're gonna have to.
I feel like that would be safer timing.
Angle a little bit closer to the corner. Then they cut a little straight across.
Yeah. So they do the pass at 1.
God, slide casting that is gonna be horrifying.
You might be in
I
a melee
put
combo.
a rough draft timeline of everything in the channel.
Is it safe to assume that every time there's a major mechanic, there's also a swap for the?
I wrote it down in the channel just now.
Okay.
I looked at the timing of it and time to where it would have hit had everyone been alive in the VOD.
Same mechanic again. Hallowed Wings. Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I wasn't looking. I was
Happens
checking Discord.
again.
So yeah, it goes into.
Yeah, but
I
there's
guess it's just a straight
there's not
repeat.
a
So it's
compromise on that one.
Akafa.
Yeah.
They didn't tether that
So it's
time.
healer stacks. That's because they were already even. They're already perfectly even. It only tethers to indicate that they are imbalanced at the
Oh,
beginning of the cast.
Okay.
So basically, you see the tether, and that is your warning
So
that
that
you
was-
have like 5 seconds to burn one of
Well,
them.
they can tether anyway, like during that cast, can't they? I thought they just tether to
Yeah, they
indicate
just-
their
They
casting.
just didn't. Also, can you go back to the Hallowed? That was head up, so it was
Oh yeah.
furthest players, right? And then where was Nidhogg?
On the
This is the one-
other side.
This
Oh,
one
okay.
should
so hang
have.
on, here's the stacks.
Well, the
This one has
second
the dive.
Hallowed doesn't have Nidhogg diving with Cauterize. It has him doing a hot tail or a hot wing, I believe. In this VOD, there's a hot tail.
Oh, okay. Actually, look.
I was
taskbar.
wondering why he didn't move. Okay.
Okay, so we're.
So the second
gonna
one
have
has
to
a hot
have
wing or hot
diagram
tail
for that.
instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
That one's
that's what
actually not
Happy was
bad.
talking about. Where if it's hot wing, we're gonna have to fucking.
There's a swap immediately after
We're
that.
gonna have to stand on a tiny little line.
Oh,
If
you
it's
have to
hot
get
wing.
skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay because our positions for the party are already set right down the middle. And
This
you
one
can
is the
use
one that
those
you need to
same
spread on.
positions.
You have to spread on this one because everyone needs a debuff.
Yeah.
And then you have to soak the correct dragon. Because they're
Wait,
both
is
going to
that
die
tanks?
here.
I don't think that.
See?
Hang on.
Yes, you have to hit the tanks too.
No, I'm saying
believe-
I don't think these tanks got hit by ice. I think they avoided it. Did they not?
They may
Yeah,
have
they
not
don't-
known
Whereas
yet.
They have the darkness and
okay.
holy though, right now. Right?
This okay. Hang on. Lyle, did Lyle get hit? It looks like he's in line with it.
What do you mean
So,
debuff that
let's
they
see.
need to soak? I'm confused on that.
you need ice and fire because both dragons are going to dive the entire map, and you have to stand on the correct side, kind of like Iconoclasm.
Oh.
There's a darkness and a light,
Yeah.
and you need to soak
So the
correct
first one we cancel out by stacking on each other, but
Yeah.
this one we
Yep.
spread out so that we have a
Yeah,
debuff
because-
so we can get hit.
Yeah, because if you cancelled out straight away,
Then
you would
don't
have no
yeah.
protection against the dives.
Right. Okay. That
And
makes
you
sense.
have to
have
hold-
keep the
Dives
debuff.
themselves
And that's
are
why
gonna
it gives you the
cancel it out.
debuff for 10 seconds before it actually
Yeah.
fucks
Yeah.
you up.
Correct.
And
So
then,
these are
okay.
actually going to remove your
Oh,
ice and
yeah.
fire.
Tank LB.
They, yeah, the tanks missed it, so you tank LB.
Okay.
So when he touches down and enrages here, oh, I didn't even see this pull, but I know there's a swap coming in like 3 seconds. There, it happened right there. That's the last swap is during enrage, like 3 seconds in.
Oh, okay,
the
so
last
we have
swap
to be,
happens.
we
You
have
need
to
to
be
hit.
wary of
You're gonna have 2, 3, 5 players total are gonna handle it by the end of the phase. Unless I don't know how long the debuff lasts. I think it lasts like 3
Wait,
minutes.
that's hard
or
in
something, right?
rage?
Yes.
Dude, that phase
Yeah.
is so easy.
It's easy if you never die or fail a mechanic, yes.
I'm very surprised that
Hang on.
people haven't gotten past that.
I've been given important info. The tanks can't get hit because the tethers give a physical vuln, and there is one auto on each tank, right there, just before they leave,
I see.
which will kill them. So, I'm
they
wondering
just
what
need to
happens.
cooldown then.
I guess so.
He's popping Living Dead.
Yeah, let's see how much.
Well, that's with tank LB.
Yeah, that. Hang on. So 37,000. Let me just figure out how much that's worth.
That'd be like 3 million. No, and 350. Wait, you're right. It'd be like 350,000 around there.
370,000. Yeah.
Wait, that's a lot of
Is that
damage.
even
Oh,
mitigatable?
wait, no, sorry, I used the wrong value. 1 second.
Almost certainly not without a ton of externals, right? And even then,
Sorry, 100. Wait, hang on.
How
No,
hard
that-
do the Nidhogg tethers hit naturally? Because if this hits harder, then you're fucked.
185,000. I used the wrong number.
that's more.
Yeah.
Okay,
reasonable
so it
number.
is a
Yeah.
tank. So you cannot get hit. It is a tank buster. However, the rest of the team needs to have the fire and ice. Okay.
How
That is a lot of damage. 185,000. That's double
It's
my
a,
HP.
do you
so I need
have all your mechanic, or do you have all your cooldowns?
Yeah,
right?
it
is
could be an
literally
invuln
like
button
it's-
too.
True.
I-
Yeah, invuln would be good there actually. Really
They've
good.
even for ultimates they don't design.
I mean, I
Uh,
guess you could
You guys can
just
swap the Gigathord and things super easy.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
And then just take
pop
invuln for that and
everything.
brain off it.
Yeah.
Or just
that's
pop
actually-
like half and half on Thornton. I don't know. And
How
then
do
invuln these?
how do we spread for that before the dives? How do we
I
make
think
sure we
it's
don't
the
hit each
same.
other?
I think it's line strat. It's just the gaps between us are filled, and then I think it works.
Yeah, let's see. I can diagram it. I'm gonna diagram it to try and get a proper top-down visual of how it should look.
So would we
but
line
I'll
up
do
properly
that.
and then do like fires
Yeah,
take a step forward?
we'll do the same thing. Yeah, it'll
Fires
it'll
take
be
a step
like
forward
Because
or
there's a
something like
hot
that?
tail there. I hope to fuck. There's no way there would be a hot wing there.
Where?
Like, there's no way
Sure.
that there's RNG and there would be a hot wing.
Is there a wild charge on this too? Is that why the
That's
tanks
what,
are in front?
Yeah, I've been told Rin is speculating that it's a wild charge. So, I mean, fair to assume.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't
makes
you if
sense.
you can just put the tanks there?
His face.
Actually,
that's reasonable to assume. I think.
when you think about it, the dives are only cleansing the debuffs themselves. I don't know if it's reducing the damage. And so, considering how much the tanks take, I think that would be very reasonable to assume.
Can I see if I want to see? Just keep playing, because I want to see if that Dark Knight, or I'm sorry, the Warrior. How much did he take from that? Can you go back, Rin? How much did he take from them dropping?
Oh,
Because
it might have been Living
they
Dead.
drop, and I want to know how much it hurts a fucking tank. Because they have tank LB3 up right now.
Yep.
actually.
And-
it's
Oh,
about
he's
to
taking
fall.
he's taking the dot. Wait, is he? Oh yeah, he's got the ice dot as well. Oh,
Yeah, but
you know
he
what?
Ice because he didn't have a debuff there.
Yeah. So I'm saying, if we invuln, but don't mitigate, those dots are probably gonna tick really hard. I'm guessing.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like
maybe the real play is tanks pop invulns on those
Oh
busters.
wait,
You know what I mean?
Hraesvelga had a Hraesvelga killed someone.
Oh,
and had damage.
yeah, he had a damage up. That's why.
Yeah, hang on.
That's why they tank LB. Okay, then this is not a big deal then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't forget there's a pass right there.
It still
They
might
just
be
did
the
a
wild
pass.
charge idea, though.
And
that
can you
still is
you can
seems
two target
accurate.
there, right? Oh yeah, you can. It's
Yeah,
that's
their
free two
hitboxes are overlapping
Yeah,
at that
It's
point.
free two target.
I'll just ping because maybe it'll be helpful. I only pinged Zeph to check the accuracy of it, but it seems to be pretty
I
accurate.
think just diagram this all out and then we walk through it a couple times and then we go for the kill. This is way easier than I thought it
Well,
would be.
We go from practice all the way through to enrage, and then we implement DPS
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
what
gonna
I
be
said.
a lot of things. Oh, okay, I misheard.
I still think you're underestimating it a bit, but yeah, it's not that bad.
It's. I mean, if
I think
if
Nidhogg's
you
harder
stare
than
at
that
this-
execution wise.
Yeah, this is more. Once we know it, I think it's gonna be okay.
It's a very simple
Nid-
dance with
Nidhogg-
like two variations.
Nidhogg is just a really intense focus check. Everything else in this fight so far, I feel we are fine with. It's just we get walled at Nidhogg when focus goes down. That's literally the story of our prog.
I mean, tension is in a fight this long. This is where tension starts to set in.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
This deep in
Yeah.
the fight.
But if we're consistent prior to that, I feel like it does ease some tension because you're just you're 12 minutes away from just seeing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're inconsistent, it adds that much more pressure to make the most of that one singular attempt. So like Happy said earlier, our goal for the day was consistency on Death of the Heavens. Because the more consistency we get on all the earlier mechanics, the more relaxed we can be later, which is also going to help. So anyway, I think we actually. So the 4 passes that they did, it targets random DPS. Then they did DPS to ranged, so we could do like either a priority to Mr. Happy or to Revenge, depending on which one has it.
When
And then
oh, is there timestamps to see when all the swaps happened? I don't know if Pharaoh put that in yet. Let me look.
he's got Mortal
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
is that what Mortal
yeah.
Activate means?
Vow. Yeah,
Mortal
It's-
Vow. Yeah, I just put Mortal
Oh,
Vow
that's-
activates.
That's perfect to have. Okay.
This is how I wrote out the Epic of Alexander when we progged it, where the Nisi swap should be.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I just wrote it there.
It is kind of like a Nisi swap.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's a similar concept where there's these spaces between mechanics where you need to remember to manage something else, micromanage.
At least it lasts a while.
And
And
you
can't
add this?
accidentally
35
pass it by
seconds.
walking through someone. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
you cannot forget it because it comes 5 seconds, but I want to say it feels more like 4 after every mechanic that makes you basically stack on someone else and be out of
Yeah.
position. So you need to really think about
It's messed
that.
up. Sick. So
Because there's 5, you can't just do the DPS. You have to include a non-DPS. That's why they're putting it on the tank, I think. For Prog, at least, they're putting it on the tank.
I think you really need to put it on the tank for particular mechanics. Like
Yeah.
for specifically the
Like when the
that
DPS
one
are
that
getting
we-
shredded.
Yeah.
It might be good if we can try and plan out what exact order of passing we're going to do when we do this.
is it possible
so-
to have a static member like swap? Or will it depend
yeah,
on
so
mechanics? ever?
Yes. Like when you prog to A6, it's good to have a second static handoff that will manage it, so that. But
so what I said.
Yeah.
I said if it's not happy, happy takes it first. If it is happy, happy passes to revenge. So that way we can also do the pass between range, like at the back, like they are there. It's a little bit easier to.
Who are the
to do
other
handoff.
swaps?
That is way
going to
less
be
cursed
past
than
that?
what the original plan was, where we just do them in order, because then every individual player would have to memorize every pass.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be happy takes it from whoever else happy passes to revenge.
And then who?
And then the next swap is to a tank.
Mm-hmm.
They pass to Rin this time.
The last one is free, so you don't need to worry about the fifth one. That could even go on a fucking healer. It doesn't matter. So you just need to figure out.
So it would be.
It's gonna be random, and then you can try and decide 3 players to do it.
It's gonna be random assign to happy, if not happy revenge, right?
Yep.
And then tank, and then random, or tank to someone else.
I wanna understand the reasoning behind it first. So like the range to range one makes sense. They've just gone tank to
yeah, they just passed it again there right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to happen during a tank like buster mechanic and they wouldn't survive because of it.
It never happens during anything.
Okay, so I think-
happens during auto attacks essentially.
I think that second to last one is free between tanks because they're doing something there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe we just do tank swaps on Giga Thornton with Kitchen Sink, because we do both have all our cooldowns
I think
for that.
Giga Thornton, if we wipe, it's not because the tank's fucked, because of a tank buster at this point.
Yeah.
And holding invuln, or yeah, that's the call. I think starting tomorrow you should stop invulning Giga.
Should we also
We're only
start
passing
practicing
him if we don't
meteors
fuck up.
without LB?
What's that, sorry?
I would say no.
Maybe, but I
What did
mean
you say?
that's one of those things where once you start meeting in rage of like that fight and like you need it, then you move it. Otherwise, I don't see another
have a-
benefit. To
I have a
having it,
weird
right?
Thought. Is
Yeah.
Meteors a harder check without the LB if you had a death than Thornton?
Wait, what was the
Let's
question?
say someone dies. Sorry, I'm not gonna say a name. That would be
Let's
rude.
see how they handle it.
Let's say DPS
Is-
dies on the first on Wrath, okay?
Yeah.
And we just want to practice drag ads phase. Would it be good to just kill Meteors with the weakness, try and kill it, and then LB Thornton, melee LB Thornton, so that we can get to drag ads?
No,
Because we had a lot of Thornton and raging on us today.
no, because we'd only have LB2, and LB2 for melee
It
sucks.
depends which DPS dies because
When a DPS dies on any mechanic, they have weakness for the burst, and since the boss is only targetable for like 90 seconds during that phase, it's just fucked anyways.
I mean, like at the very end of the fight.
Yeah, it's still fucked.
Yeah,
It's a burst window every time Thornton comes back.
Okay.
That's how it's designed. Plus, you losing gauge. Like I'm building up gauge for the next time he comes back as he's leaving every single time.
It's definitely not friendly to deaths in this fight for any phase.
Yeah.
You can get by with a few, but there's like one in like 1 or 2 phases, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shot.
I'm excited. This looks fun.
Oh, so Pharaoh, in the Mortal Vow, can you add to your notes the swap priorities that we're doing? So it'll be DPS to Happy, else Revenge. That DPS to Tank. Tank to Tank.
You're going too fast.
And then the last one... Okay, sorry. Where are you up to?
Mortal Vow pass to Happy.
Else Revenge. If Happy has it, goes to Revenge.
Mm-hmm. And third,
Tank to tank.
No, that.
pass to tank, and then tank to tank.
Yeah, it'd be.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
it'd
skipped
be,
one. Yeah,
It'd be
pass
range
to
DPS
tank.
to tank, and
Yep.
then
Yep.
tank to tank. And then what's the
Okay.
last one?
So the tanks have it
The
for
last-
like
the
the
last
most
one is
clusterfuck
here.
ones then. So
Last one
well,
happened
it's
right
right
here.
after the bombs, where we do all that bullshit, and everyone could be spread all over the arena. That's when it pops like 4 seconds after. So you might want to like meet in the middle or something.
Do you want to just give it to me and I'll bloodbath?
Well, everyone's gonna be in a random location because that's
Yeah.
right after bombs. If
mean,
you want to
just
go
have
to that
time
in
to
the
meet.
VOD right now and see where it pops so that you can think about it,
We just
you're gonna want
shout out
right.
our-
to.
Yeah, that's
I'm
so
just
much time.
seeing the. Where are they? Hang on. I wonder if that was a conscious swap. Because you see how many people are clumped around them. I think they just forgot about it.
The
but we
look on
can-
Rin's face tells me they didn't expect to get this far.
Say, oh.
Can you do me a favor and go back to the? Can we start this fight over and visualize the swaps here?
Yep.
We'll just say it spawns on, I don't know, for simplicity, it spawns on Valor.
Okay.
So the fight starts. It's gonna do the worm's breaths, and then it's gonna be, randomly tank stacker, tank.
Two
know,
glowing,
one-
so share, tank share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akafa.
And right here's their first spread. DPS spread out because it targets the DPS, I believe, and it goes on the summoner. So let's just say
the assign is AOE.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the separation thing.
because it will splash
didn't
and
know that.
debuff
Oh,
on
that's what it
everyone.
was. Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
we
but
just have to
separation.
have the DPS spread by their
So
stacks.
Akafa, then there's Hollowed Wings, Cauterize. This is where Nidhogg
Head
dives.
down, so tanks
Yep.
will closest will
Yep.
get hit.
Yep. Now there's a
Is it-
pass coming up. Here it comes.
Can I?
This is
I'll
where
ask them.
this is where it gets passed to Happy.
Hallowed pass.
Yeah.
Right there.
Happy.
That's
Yeah.
where it would get passed to Happy.
Roth
Now there's
breath.
going to be the
3 to 1.
bombs.
Look
This
for
is
the
the
3 to
one
1.
you need to think about
Yep, they
because
go
right
opposite
after this
you,
mechanic is done, there's going to be a pass.
and they count 1, 2, 3, and then into the first one. 4, and then center. Look for hot blank, hot wing. Debuffs move to their spots.
So the pass is like in 5, 4, 3. I'm seeing if I have the timing right. 1. Boom. There it is. That would be passed to a tank.
Okay.
Akafa. Then it's going to be the Hollowed Wings with Hot Tail. Or Hot Wing. I'm not sure if there's RNG on it yet.
Right side
Can you
safe.
pause?
Head up. Furthest will get hit.
Yeah. What is
hap-
it, Vela?
Okay, so because they were right next to each other when it passed, and they only have a few seconds. What if the debuff and the tanks are on the opposite side?
That's why I brought this up and said let's run through it, because you saw they had to be if you max melee right after that mechanic, if you're doing a debuff pass and everyone else just gets into the boss, go back after the bombs. Back again. Okay. Imagine this. We're doing this. Everything's gonna go off.
Debuffs.
Pause as soon as this hits. Like right now, everyone that has nothing to do with the debuff passing should step into the boss, and the people that do have something to do with it should go into the center of the arena max melee to meet up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Dead center. Yeah.
That
How
will
much
always
time is
mean
there? 1, 2.
there's
Yeah,
5
3,
seconds. You have 5
4,
seconds to get there, which is plenty of
5.
time. If you do that, if you just rush mid and everyone else gets out of your way, you always can get there in 5
and
seconds.
just never be mid unless you're swapping for that one. And
Yes.
that pass would be
That would that would be revenge or happy to a
to a
tank.
Okay.
So one of our revenge or happy is gonna rush.
And then this is Hallowed Wings.
Yep. There's another pass. This is tank to tank. Are they doing tank to tank also? I think they are.
Yes.
So here it is right there.
Oh, easy.
Tank to tank?
Yeah, they'll already be.
Because this is
That's
where the wild.
So the last one in the whole fight that matters. The last one, the tank
Spread.
just needs to drop it on someone.
Yeah,
at the
and then
end.
I can just be on the boss ring and meet you there.
Yeah, he can just drop it on one of the melees.
Yep.
Basically, at the end, a tank will just walk. We'll say melee spread out, and the tank will just walk up onto you and put it on you, and then that's it.
Easy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess both melees are valid because Dragoon has more physical with Bloodbath. Ninja has Shade Shift.
I don't
Yep.
even
guess-
notice if the dot hits that hard. I haven't noticed it.
I think it's 17. Oh, wait, wrong dot. Hang on. Let's see how much it's doing to Rin.
It would probably be.
Actually, hang on. The Stel VOD has the dot damage on a DPS. Let me just. Oh wait.
Yeah,
do we
it's
have the
pretty
Stel?
important
It
for
would
you to see what that
probably
dot damage
be
is.
best on Valor because he does have Shade Shift. He's hasted and he's gonna be hitting more with Bloodbath.
Yeah.
If it's bad.
I feel like I'm like one of the lowest prios to have that thing. I'm gonna fucking die.
It's because it's ranged and you'll. Yeah.
I feel like he's right though. I wouldn't put it on a red mage.
Yeah,
the red mage,
survival-
the red mage is literally our weakest DPS as far as HP,
Well,
and
let's
they
see how
can't
much it
stop
hurts
to
first.
mid help.
Because it might just not be bad at
Well,
all.
it's also gonna
Yeah,
be
if it's-
first movement for him. A melee could just walk over and take it.
I'm thinking maybe instead. We could just use the dead center of the room as a swap always, and that way it doesn't matter if it's to a melee or not.
That's not really the. I mean,
I
yeah,
care a
you
lot
could-
less about the movement to get it. I care more about getting one shot to taking damage, taking away my shield.
Don't think it will.
Well, that's not your problem. That's the healer's problem, which is I don't want that problem. But I would rather. I just think it's more optimal to put the. If you can't put it on happy, put it on maybe Whoops or something,
Hang on.
because he can just flip and give it to a tank after the fucking bombs. Unless you don't want to flip, in which case you could just.
Oh,
walk.
I want to flip.
He always wants to flip. Okay.
Well, you want to flip, so I don't know. It seems simple to me. Like you just weave an elusive to hand it off. That way, Revenge doesn't have to like slide cast or
Yes.
run from the wall and do it.
If you want to flip,
I just
what
want
kind
to
of
make
stupid
losing
question?
DCs in Ultimate
Of
when
course,
it's not
man.
necessary. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I feel like
I'm fine with whatever. We just need
I feel
to
like it's
have
more
a
intuitive. I don't know.
decided person. That's all.
I'm not gonna keep talking about it anymore. I'll just let Zeph decide on what he thinks is best.
You can see on the dancer they had a sucker. How much is a sucker worth generally?
Like 4 or 5k.
Is Sage shields
like
the
4K.
same? Potency? Are they the same potency?
It's around there.
So,
Okay.
I'm
So,
not suggesting this because this is probably not a smart call for us personally, but I saw that Momo tweeted that once they got to that phase, like the Nidhogg race phase, they're swapping to double shield.
Yeah, they're doing Sage
they're
Scholar.
Wow.
That's probably because
It makes sense to me too.
Yeah.
That's probably because they noticed there isn't a lot of.
It's literally like
Rock.
big hit 30 seconds, big hit 30 seconds, big hit
Yeah,
30
this is
seconds.
actually. I don't know how Fear feels, but this is actually the lowest damage ultimate I've ever done on the release. There's no like living liquid Garuda where you're just getting fucking annihilated.
I can
it's
definitely
very-
see how
Yeah,
Sage
there's no way
Scholar's
of
OP
checking
on
this
this.
game.
It's very.
Let's fight.
I feel trolled by Yoshi P for saying if healers want a challenge, wait for the next ultimate.
I mean,
It's
There's
like-
no healing challenge.
buff-
in this fight.
would it
Where
be
is the challenge?
worthwhile to even consider that though? Like, is that even a consideration that we'd want to have? Like, I don't know if it matters.
I think
I mean,
we-
it depends on if you want to optimize. That's a hardcore optimization team that speed kills
Yeah.
with
That-
the
no,
comp,
I
so
know.
that's like
yeah,
what
they
they're used to.
frequently play with different jobs.
If we were going that far, I'd be on Monk right now.
That's accurate, you know.
If
And
I
I would be on.
wasn't
Black.
on Astro, we would lose Macrocosmos, a Star, and a Lord on Meteor's phase.
Yeah,
that does a lot of damage.
Stay on that. I think.
True.
No, I don't think it's necessary. Like you should be able to clear this ultimate with pretty much any comp.
I mean,
You can.
yeah,
It's just
you
once they got
can.
this far and they're like, well, I guess there's no damage in this fight. Let's play the comp that we like more.
yeah.
Let's play the more optimal one.
Because you just
so by the
double
way,
your mid.
that dot tick, you can see it tick here through a regular Sage shield. So if we assume the shield was 5k, the total damage is 15k from that tick right
Is it
there.
every 3 seconds?
Um,
If that ticks every 3 seconds, that's cursed.
they have a regen on them. I think there is it. Their HP here goes from 52. They only take 3k at this moment. Is there anything else they got hit by?
Don't
Wait,
worry
no,
about.
sorry. I made a mistake.
You
that
just
was
need to
the
see
swap.
one raw tick to know how much it does without shields,
I
and then
made a
from then
mistake.
on, you need to
The-
see how often does it tick.
It's 3k. Sorry. I was looking. I didn't realize it was the impact. The swap itself was 15k.
Yo,
The
chat.
ticks are 3k. So that's not too bad.
Oh fuck. Wait. I'm on a computer.
yeah,
I can
it's
just
fine.
Google it.
You can see a couple of ticks here.
Does it
Right
tick
after
every
the
3
swap.
seconds?
It looks like it. If you look here,
so it ticks for 3k.
49k, they regen to 50k.
New Better Call
Okay, so
Saul
the tick
episode
roughly
came out today.
35 What is that? 35k
I know what I'm doing
over
after
the
stream.
duration. Roughly averages out to like 1k per second.
Let's go.
I
It's
guess
very,
the only
very,
time
very,
it matters is
very
taking
little.
damage more than your max, right? Because it would just be stripping away shields is the only
It's
concern.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
just
be. It can be literally just a shield and a regen.
Better Call Saul.
The purpose of it is not to kill you. The purpose of it is to get you low
It's
enough
the
to get
prequel
one
to
shot by
Breaking
something.
Bad. That I think is actually better than Breaking Bad. It's
So-
so good.
It would
Season
be
6,
very
episode
slight
4 came out.
quality
like,
of
today.
life to put it on someone that can just like bloodbath before on a hard mechanic or second wind on a hard mechanic.
I'm gonna
That
go
way
watch
they
that
can,
after stream.
even if the healers fuck up, they don't even need to think about it there.
Yeah.
But the dumb thing is I think AoE healing is enough to counter that, so I don't even think it fucking matters.
Just give me your Heart of Corundum, Zeph.
Oh, Rin just took 4.4k from that tick, and he's a tank. Unless it was an auto. It might have been an auto. Was it an auto? No, there's no autos at this moment. Oh, okay. Rin is ticking for 4.4k. With... Well, I guess it's snapshot. So any cooldowns he put up after... What did he have when he swapped?
Wait, that's actually a good point. If you have a CD up when it hits you, every tick after that
Yeah.
will be less.
He has... Temperance. No, hang on. I didn't see exactly. He has Temperance right now. Then it hits. Yeah. How much is that worth?
10%.
Temperance? 10%.
10%? Okay. So if we assume that 20%, so 4.4k, I'll just make it 4.5. We'll overestimate it a little bit.
I'm ordering Hawaiian food. I'm gonna sit on my
can
couch
I
and watch Better
say
Call
real
Saul
quick,
tonight. Let's go.
Just so people don't get fucked up.
I'm getting a
we're
Loco
15
Moco,
minutes
baby.
past our official end time. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
so
want
if
to
you
just go ahead and get to bed and sleep on all this knowledge and apply it tomorrow,
Are you kidding me?
you're free to go now.
I got a Better Call Saul episode to watch.
All right, that's ending, sir.
So for anyone that may be leaving soon or leaving as we're talking, good night and be well rested for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I'll hang out until I'm too hungry to.
I'm
listen.
going to actually pop out.
I'm waiting for my food to get here anyways, so.
But I'm glad we had this talk. If anyone like Yuzef stays up and researches this more heavily, please put your notes in the thing. And if you want, I can edit more. We can clean up that channel, and I can edit the timeline, and we can put all the mechanics with pictures in order if you want, so it's very readable for people.
Yeah, so rather than getting rid of rather than cleaning it up, just put like a dividing line. Like just put in a message that's a dividing line, and everything below that will be like the proper stuff. I just like to have everything else above, just for sample size and reference of things. Yeah, just that. So everything below that line is going to be actual checked relevant information.
Okay.
Is Rin's group the most consistently far at this point?
They actually, when I've tuned in, I've seen them wipe a lot.
I think everybody's wiping a lot.
Yeah.
All the team, well, duh, but all the teams that I saw that were on this phase like 2 days ago are not making any progress right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
That's
think
because you're
you'll
still
ever
playing
get.
the previous phase when
Yeah,
you're
I don't
on
think
that
you're
phase.
ever gonna get fully consistent with Gigathorn, to be totally honest.
Of course you are, dude.
No.
I don't think you're gonna get
Dude,
100%.
Death of
You
the
are,
Heavens
you
is
are.
very hard. I think that's the hardest mechanic so far.
I think you can get close to perfect consistency, but you're still gonna have wipes.
Think about it this way. You thought Nail was hard when you first did it, right?
That's just still kind of hard. I mean, like,
realistically.
consider.
You're just
consider.
familiar with
pretty
it now.
comfortable. Yeah, you're familiar, and you can almost do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Like you have a good sense of what's going on, right? Because you've done it before. So for a mechanic like Death of the Heaven, rather than saying, "Oh, we're never going to be consistent," just try to keep.
Deafened real fast. It is blowing. I just checked the race page for FF Logs. It's blowing my mind that we're 14th somehow in the world with how sloppy we've been. Is this phase really that hard? Has anybody in chat been watching other teams do this phase? Like, is it that bad? Because just watching Ren run through that, like, that did not seem bad at all. It is? Oh, jeez. What consistently wipes people? Is it, like, just random stuff? It's just like, if someone dies, just dead. Meteors? No, I'm talking, like, phase 6. Is there something in phase 6 that's getting everybody every time? I can definitely see PS2 being a hard wall. It's crazy. Phase 5 is pretty hard. And you just gotta be super clean, like 11 minutes into the pull, so I can see where that's tough.
Camera spin, and I'll try and catch it the first time, and if I don't, I'll try and catch it again while I'm running, and if I still don't have it, I'll catch it as I'm doing the twister dodge on the way in, and so that's like a lot of opportunities to try and find the safe spot.
Maybe I should clip how I do it. Maybe it'll help.
So yeah, I think it's just about.
If I was in your place with counting priority, I literally take my mouse and bounce it on people's heads and count left to right. That's how I do those types of mechanics, so that I confirm it.
Yeah, like you just need to figure out a way, and like it won't be immediate, but you shouldn't say that it's never gonna happen. You just need to figure out how to make it happen. Which is, it's just a personal improvement thing. You try and figure out how you approach it such that it becomes easy. Because think about it this way. If you just did... Like, you can take... Maybe this is a bad analogy, but you could take like 50 bosses in this game that are not particularly difficult, and you would be able to just do them back to back to back to back. That's a lot of information that you've got stored in your brain from doing all the dungeon bosses, for example. You'd probably be able to just do them all just because you know them. So this is just one mechanic. So I think if you can store all that other stuff in your brain, you just need to figure out how to get this mechanic stored in your brain and the individual steps and just have them ingrained.
I think it's just my limited ability to like find my spot quickly in line. Like I find my spot at the same pace every time ever since I've gotten comfortable with doing our strat, and it's never increased in speed. But what has increased in speed is other people's comfort with the fight, and then they move quicker or they're already shuffling towards the direction they're going to.
Okay.
And it makes me like miscount.
That
and
means...
I don't want to blame other people, but like
but what that means is that we need to be very strict about the move. Because if that's a problem.
I think I see what you're doing wrong just by looking at my POV of you. You're counting from the wrong direction. You should be counting me and Slaya and going 4-3, and that's it. Then you're done.
Yeah, that is probably the case.
I'm gonna go
That's
chill.
absolutely what you should do.
Bye. See you in the morning.
You should.
Who were those guys? All right. I'm gonna go vibe and wait for my food to get here and chill and watch Better Call Saul and go to bed. I'll be live probably around the same time, 2 to 2:30 a.m. And then we'll get, hopefully, some very good P6 pulls tomorrow. I think we're still on pace to clear by Friday. That's my goal. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me and the team. Appreciate all the subs and resubs. Apologies I couldn't be reading chat all day, but you know how it be. See you in the morning. Have a good night.